Saturday to you all, and thank you for viewing my video this morning on choosing your words carefully. Choosing your words carefully. I woke up with this in my spirit and in my heart, and so as I'm getting dressed, I'm thinking of the words to say this morning to encourage you all to choose your words carefully. As you know, there's scriptures in the Bible that speaks about the tongue being a sword and how it's deadly and dangerous, you know, and how the things that we may say to people today, it can scar them, it can hurt them, it could cause them bodily harm, mental harm, physical harm. And we have to be careful how we say the things that we say, how we express ourselves. It's not good to speak based on emotions, especially the emotion of being angry. You know, I take pride in how I speak and relate to my son and my daughter, because everybody has feelings. It doesn't matter if your child may have the personality trait where they appear to be so strong, super strong, where you think you can say something to them and it not affect them. At the end of the day, we are all created with an emotion of sensitivity. And we are, just like we're created with an emotion of we are strong and we have that endurance shield. But you can't say things, put things out in the atmosphere, say these things, and then think that it's okay, or you could take it back. Once you let wrong things come out your mouth, you cannot pull it back. It's already said. You already said it to the person. It's already absorbed by the person's feelings in their mind, embedded in their mind, their heart, and their soul, and you basically tainted them. You know, you have to be careful. I grew up in a household where my mother would talk reckless to my siblings. You know, she would use these curse words, and the curse words was just it digs right through even me. Like, she weren't speaking to me like that. But when she would relate to them because they did something wrong and they were so angry, she was so angry by their actions and the things that they did and the decisions that they made, she would just lash out. Like, I've learned to calm my spirits down and calm myself down and then speak. Think before you speak. Even when you are in a bossed up position, we have to think before we speak. My spiritual sister, which is my manager, she had said to me before, you know, when you make a decision, even you got to take your time, sis, and think before you make decisions. Don't make decisions based on emotions. Take your time and give a yes or give a no. And know that it's okay to say no, because no matter what, the shift will be covered. No matter what I'm asking you to do or what the bosses are asking you to do, it's going to be done anyway. It's going to work out regardless if you say yay or nay. So we got to be careful with our words, because your words hurt and it cuts deep. You know, you know, especially when you're a young child, somebody might confide something in you that is so deep, so already embarrassing to them. It's already hurtful that they even did this or created this problem or this situation. And then they feel that they can come to you because you're an older person. They look up to you. And when they come to you and they tell you and confide these things in you, you automatically lash out and start to tell them how terrible they are and curse them out and say these very derogatory things to them and mean things to them. You done cut their character even 10 times worse than they were already feeling prior to even speaking to you and prior to even telling you how they were feeling initially. So we definitely have to choose our words carefully and take time and be careful. Think before you speak. You got to be careful what you say to people, because it hurts. It hurts. And these children, even when you say things to somebody, and to kids, to children, how you respond to them when they come to you or when they do things, it cuts deep. I always used to tell my kids, if their teachers say something to them that hurt them, please let me know. You know, they know I'm going to be angry, and my response might be one that might cause them embarrassment because they know I'm going to go off. But we go off because we're upset that somebody even had the nerve to speak to us in that sense, right? So I always used to tell them, you know, if a teacher says something to you, these teachers will say the worst things of the worst. Like, you ain't never going, even your family member, you ain't never going to be nothing. You know, excuse my language, but they'll say you ain't shit. You ain't going to be nothing in life. Or they may say something like, oh, you know, I never thought you'd be anything in life. You know, even that, even an indirect compliment. That what they're thinking is a compliment is not a compliment. Like, you thought that about me. You thought negative of me. And because I turned out the opposite of what you was thinking initially, now you want to say congratulations, or you want to say good job. But it's like, it's too late. You know what I'm saying? Too sad, too bad. It's too late. You put it out there and you just cannot take it back. You know, it's something that we can't take back. So we got to be really, really careful not to hurt our loved ones. We got to be careful that what we say, and know that what we say can hurt them. It could cause them. Look at bullying. Bullying is caused, and when somebody turns around and commits suicide by being bullied, that's caused by what you say. It's caused by your words. You know, when we were little, it was the saying that God made dirt and dirt don't hurt. Yeah, it hurts. It hurts. That's a lie. That saying is not the truth. It hurts. Your words hurt. It cut deep in somebody's soul, in a child's spirit. So we got to be careful how to choose our words carefully, because what we say may scar a child's life forever and ever. And just like I told you about that exercise that we did, that was titled at the retreat, was The Little Girl in Me. That little child in that, although you've grown up to be an adult, that little child in you causes you now as an adult to act out. You're acting out like a child that's throwing a temper tantrum, and you want to be heard, and you want to get this pain out of your system. But the only way you know how to get it out your system is to be mean and rude and nasty to people, because you want to attack people how you have been attacked. So again, two wrongs don't make a right, and it's not right. It's not fair. So we got to learn to say it's okay as well to get therapy and get help for ourselves. You have to recognize the signs of mental illness, because you're dealing with a big monster that you just cannot heal on your own. It cannot be solved on your own. Prayer is everything. Absolutely. It's the first step. But sometimes we need more ammunition. And it's okay. God ain't going to look down on you because you didn't solely come to him for help. It might be him telling you in your spirit, in your mind, in your heart, and in your soul that you need to seek more help. You need to seek extra help. You need that physical person, that physical soul to help you get through it, because what you're dealing with is bigger than you. You understand? So you don't want to go into your life now as an adult disrespecting your kids, because that's what you're doing. You're being rude and nasty, taking out your hurt, your childhood pain, and your childhood hurt, and your generational curses on your kids. And it's not cool. It's not cool. Or you're taking it out on your co-workers or your staff if you're a boss. It's not cool. It's not okay. I'm letting you know today, it's not okay. You're causing them hurt now. Hurt people, and that's what you're doing. You're doing it. Some people subconsciously don't even understand why they speak to people the way they speak to people. Some people subconsciously hurt after they feel terrible after they have spoken to a person wrong. That would be me. If I say something to a person, after a while, later on, or hours later, minutes later, after I done said it and put it out in the atmosphere, I feel terrible. I feel like poop. Because I know it was damn wrong for me to speak to somebody like that. And that's how I was spoken to, and it's not fair. So we can't tear people down because you want to be mean and nasty on a particular day. Or you shouldn't tear people down because you're jealous, because you lack something that God has given them, and they know their true blessings. They're beautiful inside and out, and you're upset because that's not what you are. Trust and believe you are all that and then some. You just don't recognize it because your heart is tainted. Because somebody in your life, in your past life, done told you something that's a lie, and they done belittled you and made you feel like you ain't nothing. So we got to pick up our faith, cleanse our heart and our spirit, recognize your flaws, and do not make those same mistakes and put those same hurts on somebody else. Don't dump your garbage and your hurt and your emotions, broken heart and broken emotions on somebody else. You could cause somebody to really want to kill themselves. It's just that deep for other people. Other people's reaction is not controlled by you. But what you say and what you allow to come out your mouth, it is in control. It is control. You are in control, and it is controlled by you. So today you have to be careful what you say to people. And if you have been wronged and somebody said something terrible to you, you got to know how to forgive and forget. It's like oil and water. When you have a cup of water and then you pour oil into it, it's not going to combine. It look like it's mixing together, but it's not going to combine, right? The water is going to seep to the top. It's going to seep to the top of the cup, right? And so that's how forgiveness is. At the bottom where the water is, there's going to always be in your mind that the forgetful part, that I'm not going to forget what you said to me. But then here at the top, what floats to the top is the forgiveness. The forgiveness is allowing the forgetfulness, the things that you're not going to forgetful, and the hurt things to seep to the top, flow to the top, not stay to the bottom, because it's deep. That hurt is embedded within you. It's deep within you. So it got to get out. You got to get it out. So the best way to get it out is to talk about it. You got to talk about it and separate the two, because the two don't go together. It just don't match. It don't blend. So you got to know how to separate the two. So that's what I wanted to leave you with on this Saturday morning, is that you have to choose your words carefully. Not everybody deserves to be cut with your sword. And that sword is your words and your tongue. Not everybody deserves that because of your hurt. And because the little girl or the little boy in you has been damaged, or that generational curse, you don't know how to break it, you never broke it, or you didn't understand that it was a generational curse to begin with. So choose your words carefully today, and know that Jesus loves you, and so do I. Have a happy and a blessed Saturday.